What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Maverick Man 101. Got a video today from the Modern King. He divorced her seconds after she posted this TikTok. Let's go.
Why would you do that, bro? I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, I ain't showing nobody this for my safety.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Bro, you gotta think about it.
For my safety.
I'm not gonna touch you.
So I didn't do nothing to you, right?
No, I'm not gonna touch you.
A few moments later.
Police, I want y'all to pull up there before I got there. He took me out to get drunk. If I don't, I would have to go to the house of this next. He's taking advantage of me, and I want to call the police officer. And I'm not getting out this car until you guys get here. Yeah, man, Cotton.
Why is the door locked?
Because I'm sick of waiting up for you. You were supposed to be home hours ago.
Why is this a problem? Do you think I plan on being late? I'm not talking to you through the fucking doorbell. Open the door up.
No, I'm not opening the door. This isn't the first time this happened. You keep promising me you're going to be home for a certain time. I'm waiting for you to come home, and you're just not showing up.
I'm sorry. What have you done all day? I've been out working. What have you done? And you're locking me out for being half an hour late. I'm sorry, but things run over. I think you need to just calm down. You can open the door.
Don't tell me to calm down. I've been sorting the kids out all day. This isn't fair.
You didn't take my keys because you said you would keep the door open because it's warm today, and now you've locked it on purpose. You can open the door.
I said I'd keep the door open for a certain amount of time, but you're taking the mick. This is the third time this has happened.
Why is he sitting there talking? Just breaking the house, bro. Just climb through the window. That first story, guys, I think we covered that before about the girl flipping out and the guy dropping her off. Yeah, drop her off, leave her alone, right? But this guy here, you know, this gentleman, sounds like they're from Britain. I'm from Britain. I can do a better accent than that. But it looks like this guy is in construction, probably some sort of site work. Those guys oftentimes work late, have long hours. You know, they're not home exactly when they say they're going to come home. You know, I have family members who worked in construction. I know how it goes. I always think it's funny that women, you know, they want the hardworking man, right? They say it, right? It's fun, right? It sounds good in theory, but in practice, they can't take it. A man who works hard, who takes care of responsibilities, who can be the financial provider, the main one for the family. It sounds fun and games until they get one and he's never home, or, you know, he can't take the kids to soccer practice. He can't be around as much. Now she got to lock you out your house.
I can't keep waiting up for you.
Right, this is taking the... Are you going to let me in or not?
No, I'm not. You're being really disrespectful. You don't understand how much this is unfair on me.
Okay. Well, I'll be your way then. You know, I'll see you whenever, because this is stupid. You need to calm down a bit.
I'm a little pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband. My father-in-law. I get this. Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that. But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess. Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away, clean the entire, all this, everything off the floor. I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house. And I have to get this all done tonight before my husband gets home so I can spend time with him.
Her husband built that house for her after working all day, while she did nothing but cry and complain on TikTok about how much of a terrible person he is for expecting her to contribute to the house he and his dad built by simply...
I mean, 2 words, man. Tall children. Tall children, man. You can't negotiate with terrorists. You just can't. Tall children, bro. So they built this house. Her and her husband and her father-in-law built the house from scratch. Just them two. Well, I'm assuming majority of them two, right? And they're just asking, hey, look, can you clean up some things here and there? Now, notice she didn't say what she did. She said she was on her feet all day at his shift. That shift could be anything, right? The point of the matter is, though, ma'am, what I'm thinking is that you haven't had to lift a finger to build this house, to contribute to this house. Clean up a little bit. It's okay. It's all right. It ain't gonna hurt you. Ain't gonna hurt you. Trust me, your feminism and your girl power will still be there long after you clean up some sawdust. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. But you can't negotiate with terrorists, man. They are tall children, forever 5 years old in their minds.
Cleaning up some tools.
It's not
She's
fair.
a hairdresser and acts like she just got
Oh,
done
she a
with a
hairdresser?
12-hour shift
Bruh.
from a coal mine. While her
Bruh, she a hairdresser. She was talking like she worked a 10-hour shift at Rikers Island or something, bro. Calm down. You lady, stop it. You a hairdresser. Okay. Way she was talking, boy, you would have thought she was I don't know, a logger or, a pilot or something.
husband, who works longer hours than she does, didn't complain once when building the house.
Facts.
Unfortunately for her, this will backfire instantly.
So last night I did not clean the house. You guys really opened my eyes and made me see that like this was not my problem. It's not my thing. There's so much. I my husband last night and told him that I was really pissed off. And so I get home today and this is what I come home to. A fully cleaned house. They have a little bit of stuff right here, but that's fine. That's it. They organized all their tools and I didn't have to do a single thing. Either they got the message that was super disrespectful, or they think I'm completely incompetent and they won't ever ask me to do anything again. Either way, win for me.
He cleaned it up himself because he didn't want to hear your mouth again.
Get married, have a family, have a legacy. She'll love you forever. You'll be the man of her dreams. You'll work hard and she'll reward you with respect and honor and beauty and loyalty and humbleness and empathy. And it will be everything that you ever thought it'll be. You'll cry at the wedding when you put the ring on her finger. She'll honor your legacy. This is what you get. The fuck out of here.
He cleaned it up himself because he didn't want to hear your mouth again. I highly doubt this is the first time she's acted like this, so he probably made the mistake of overlooking it before they got married. But
Yeah.
after
And I think she's also incompetent, right? I think he probably was just like, look, yeah, he doesn't want to hear her mouth again. But I think the other part is he probably thinks you're incompetent and just wants to do it himself, right? Like, I'll just take care of it myself. I'll clean it up myself. Don't even worry about it. And she's on the internet talking about it's a win for me. Yo, man, this is what you men are selling for, bro. This is what you men are crashing out for. You right. You right. Save America, man.
he saw the videos she posted, he instantly divorced her.
This is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. But I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. We had a long conversation a couple days ago, my husband and I, and we've come to the conclusion that the best thing for both of us is for this to end. So we...
Boom. Oh, it hurts so bad. Boom. Yep. Good for you. Well, not her. Good for him. Good for him. Leave this dust ball in the background where she belongs, man. My goodness. You know what's crazy is another man will find her and think he's winning and marry her. It's crazy, man. That shit crazy to me. Well, let's keep going.
Are getting a divorce. We've been separated for the past couple days, obviously. We just have to put the legal actions into motion. But yes, we are getting a divorce.
It's interesting to see how she attempts to rationalize their childish and ungrateful behavior so she can pretend like she has no idea as to why her husband divorced her. He built a house she lives in for free without complaining once, despite working much longer hours than she does. His dad asks her to do one simple thing, but instead she complains about it and then makes a TikTok video where other single women give her terrible advice and tell her she shouldn't have to contribute and she should yell at her husband instead to teach him a lesson. Of course, all this results in is the husband finally accepting that you aren't the person you claim to be, and rather selfish, ungrateful, and untrustworthy, as you thought it was okay to air out private family matters on social media. On the bright side, since they weren't married for that long, it's extremely unlikely she would get much, if anything at all.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you know, look, she can still come away with something, but I get the point. Now, yeah, good for him, man. You know, you gotta, this is where vetting really comes in and really understanding who you are married to and who you are in a relationship with, right? Earlier, I did a video a little while back about understanding who you're dating, right? You can't turn her into a romantic because you are. It goes the same thing for really just about anything in a relationship. You can't turn her into this empathetic person because you are. You can't turn her into this gratuitous person because you are. You can't turn her into this, you know, patient, kind, sacrificial type of person because you are, right? The more you just give without her even asking, the more you put yourself deep in the grave. And the more you lose of yourself, right? So, hey man, shout out to him. He figured it out. I'm almost certain though that this gentleman, this guy, we don't know his side of the story, right? He, as far as I know, hasn't put out any TikToks. So we're just hearing it from her. But I feel like he had to know she was off a little bit in the head, right? Get the fudge out of here.
I wish this man the best, and hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake again.
Hopefully not.
She's trying to explain to me why she thinks women are smarter than guys.
Women are smarter than men, and we live so much longer too just because we're not stupid. Like, for example, the submarine. There was no women on the submarine.
Well, there's nothing to clean at 13,000 feet at the bottom of the ocean.
Huh.
Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
Damn.
Hey babe, that faucet in the bathroom's still leaking.
That's really tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a few weeks now, so...
And how does it make you feel when you see the faucet leaking?
I mean, yeah, it's annoying, and you said you knew how to fix it.
Isn't it crazy when people say they're gonna do something and they never get around to it?
Right?
I could see how that would be so annoying.
Yeah.
I truly feel your frustration.
Wait, what are you doing?
Do you remember when you told me to stop coming up with a solution every time you came to me with a problem? I'm practicing my empathetic listening.
Jason, fix the faucet.
I truly see your frustration, and I'm always here for you.
You know, one quick point on the woman's point earlier about women being smarter. I don't know if it's about women being smarter in a sense of like problem solvers, but I do think there is something to be said about their survival skills, right? They can tend to be better survivalists, right? I think that is something that has always been true in nature, right? It's part of the reason why, if you really look into it, geneticists really believe that 80% of women throughout history have reproduced, whereas 40% of men, only about 40% of men have reproduced, right? Now, that could be due to a lot of different things, and we talked about this on this channel. You know, men going to war, men dying, a little bit earlier, right? Obviously work, stuff like that. But I do think there is something to be said there. Women know how to prolong themselves. You know what I mean? They aren't really in it for love. They aren't in it for longevity, as long as they can bounce off to somebody else or attach themselves to somebody else or use a lawsuit to gain ground on somebody, however it is, right? And so in a sense, some of you men out here real, head in the sand type of ninjas, you know what I mean? Leading with your bottom head, pause, right? And women know that. And so I think that, I don't think she's completely wrong, man. I don't think that one's completely wrong. Second point, this guy, we talked about it before, right? Men are problem solvers, and women just run their mouths, right? Shout out to this guy.
Yeah.
In the world. Oh, there you go.
Relax. You making a mess.
You want cheese?
Just a little bit.
A little bit? You
Why
want
are you
any more
making a
cheese?
mess?
Do you want any more cheese?
Am I in the doghouse?
You need a paper towel. Come on, hurry up.
I thought we was having tacos.
We are. How many tortillas do you want?
I'm cool. Nay, why?
You okay? Babe, I don't want this much. I just wanted, that's too much. Did I do something wrong?
What else do you need? You want spoon? No. You want this like cream or you can the same way?
Damn. Hey man, real quick on these disrespectful Jezebels right here. Now again, I'm not sure if these are clips or skits, if you will, but still, there's a lot of women out here like this. And women, instead of them just coming up and saying things, right, they do things passive aggressively, like a corporate email, right? They'll stomp their feet when they wake up, when the house is quiet. They'll throw things around, right? Right, because instead of her talking about things or doing the thing that she wants from you, communicating, right, she does all these passive aggressive things to basically store up trouble, right? They want you to read their minds. And when you don't, they still mad, right? You just can't make them happy, man.
Explain to me how to change oil.
Well, going off the tone of your voice, that means you're gonna take the frying pan off the stove and you're gonna rinse it off. And after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put new oil in the pan.
Oh no, not just eating it off the counter, my G.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, you didn't want me having a fucking silverware or bowl.
Well, I didn't know why they were on the counter. They were just sitting there.
Women are absolute masters at flipping the switch and making you think that something is your fault. I mean, this is the part where I think that one girl, when she said like women are smarter, look, man, because you understand, man, women don't they don't do what men do to get influence, right? Obviously, right? Men shout loud and, you know, puff their chests to get influence and for the world to hear them. Women don't do that, right? Women do it with a glance, with a smile. They do it very softly, subtle, right? That's how they influence. And they have a way of flipping around on you, making you think that something's your fault when it's not. And men fall for it. Damn.
Your husband's a piece of... I wonder what you're like. I'm so tired of seeing these one-sided posts. I made a video about this last week. Like, the amount of women that get online and complain about their relationship one way. I've never done anything wrong. I just married this evil man. He changed. He wasn't like this. I don't know how this happened. That's interesting. It's so interesting. Men are just so evil. Oh my God. You are all so perfect. None of you have ever done anything to deserve the life that you're living. And the men are just so evil. And the reason it seems like this on social media is because men don't post like this. He gets his socks or his tie on Father's Day after paying all of the bills in the household all year, and he says thank you with a weak smile on his face.
Also notice how he was actually doing chores while she was busy making a TikTok to publicly shame him for being a terrible husband. The house did not get like that in one day. If she spent less time complaining to strangers on TikTok, I have a sneaking suspicion more chores would get done.
Facts. All right, shout out to the Modern King for this video. Appreciate it, folks. You know, I think the theme in this video was definitely just disrespectful women, you know. I mean, that woman who divorced, or excuse me, the man who divorced the woman who refused to clean up the house after he and his dad built it. You know, I always said, man, you know, women show signs throughout the relationship, right? That they are just evil creatures. And not that you should be mad at them. You should be mad at yourself for not picking up on those red flags. Because, you know, what do women do? They flood you with vajayjay, right? They mess up your brain waves. You can't even think straight. And then the next thing you know, you married and she don't want to clean. But she wasn't cleaning the whole time y'all were together. You just thought it was cute because she was, you know, dropping to her knees every Tuesday night and Wednesday night after Chicago fire. She was always crazy, bro. Always. You just the next person in line, homie. Anyhow, this boy was wild. Folks, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, eat well, sleep well, be well. See you guys later. Peace.